Well, hello again. Now that the C4 Camperlite conversion is complete, I am really looking forward to trying it out to see if it fits the bill. Setting off mid-morning, and with not having too much planned, I decided to make my first stop at the small sea resort of Rockcliffe, which is just south of Dalbeattie in Galloway. After arriving there and having had a quick bite to eat, I set off on what turned out to be a really pleasant coastal walk towards Sandy Hills. Following the walk, and with the evening now approaching, I decided to head further into the Galloway forest to look for a suitable place to stop, and after a quick word with the local farmer, I settled on this lovely and peaceful place overlooking the Loch. Feeling a bit peckish, I set about cooking the evening meal using the aluminium table to cook on. To catch any spills and for added safety, I also placed an oven liner underneath and kept the fire blanket nearby. The gourmet meal itself turned out to be a delicious cocktail of beef stew and baked beans. I mean, what more could you possibly ask for? As the forecast for the following day wasn't up to much, I decided to head further east towards Moffat, where it was meant to be slightly better. But not before I happened to spot this little fella not only enjoying the early morning view over the Loch, but obviously looking for its breakfast. Approaching Moffat, I started to pick up signs for the Grey Mare's Tail Waterfall, which sounded like a good place to go. It most certainly was. It involved a good walk up to the spectacular 200-foot drop waterfall, which was then followed by a further hike up to its source at Loch Skeen. Following this, I headed south towards the lakes, where I intended to do some walking the following day. Not sure of where I was going to stop, I ended up at this cracking place overlooking the Eden Valley and the Cumbrian hills below. Early in the morning, I headed off to Cumbria to an old favourite, Blencathra. I decided to ascend this via Hall's Fell Ridge before returning back via the somewhat tricky descent of Middle Tongue. I spent the rest of the afternoon touring down through the lakes, stopping off in Langdale for a well-earned cup of tea before returning home later that day. So, all in all, 2 excellent days. The conversion worked well, and the bonus of having had 2 comfortable nights' sleep made it all the more worthwhile. Already looking forward to the next adventure, but not sure where or when that will be. So, see you next time.